Hey everybody, this is Kim with Kim's Creations and Card Ministries coming to you on a pre-recorded video. Today's date is Monday, June the 26th, 2023. I am an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator, and I've got a card I'd like to share with you tonight, maybe a couple cards depending on how things go. And just going to give you a few little updates about some stuff that's going on in the Stampin' Up world, also in my world. But I'll go ahead and we'll get started. I had an issue with my last video. Like I said, the videos and the lives are totally different, and I got backwards, and I ended up where the whole second half of the video where I did this part was going to be upside down. But I can edit that, but the problem is I can't edit just part of my film. So I edited so that this part was right side up, but at the very beginning where I was talking, it was upside down. So I just decided tonight I'm not even going to try to video myself, and I'll just do my workspace. And that way I don't have to worry about something being upside down, because I can just edit this to be right side up if it turns out not to be. So hopefully it is though. But here is my my host code for June. We've got till the end of the month. Actually, probably I'll do it through the 4th, because they actually let our numbers stay on a little bit longer than a month. So I'll probably just leave it through the July 4th weekend. So I'll get a new code on July the 5th. So if you decide to order something over the holiday online, you can do that, and I'm going to be available. So if you need to call me or text me or something, that's fine. If you need help placing an order or anything, my best way to reach me is by text messaging me at 864-752-5688. Try to check my emails a couple times a week. Kim's Creations with a K.cards@gmail.com. My site on Facebook is Kim's Creations with a K, again, Kim's Creations and Card Ministry. Please go and like and share that page. Follow me on there if you can. Just reminder, if you spend at least $35, use me as your demonstrator and provide the host code, you'll get a free card kit and a $50. If you spend $50 in addition to the card kit, you'll get a bonus gift from me. And let me think if there was something else. I'll go over some of the specials later, but if you have any questions, just let me know. You can put something. I really appreciate it if you subscribe to my channel. I'm still short subscribers to be able to do lives. Excuse me. I don't think I brought any water with me tonight. And I apologize, my fan is on again. We're finally getting summer weather here in upstate South Carolina. So I think right now it's like 9 o'clock and it's still 83, 84 degrees. And this craft room on the end of the house doesn't get the air real well down here, so it gets a little stuffy. So I apologize. With my fan being on, I'll try to speak loudly over the phone. But card we're going to be making tonight is based on this design right here. I wish I can remember the lady's name that I got this from. I'm going to have to go look and see if I can find it again. But it's this neat little fold. I've seen it done a few times though, so I don't know that she's actually the originator, but the person that I got it from. But I was going to try to give her kudos. The designer series paper I used for this is, hang on just a minute and I will tell you, because it's one of the ones on sale. Yeah, that was the other thing I was talking about. The designer series paper is still 15%. Now that's just through Friday, just through the end of the month. So if you want that designer paper and get it on sale, you got to do that by Friday. Masterfully Made is the name of this paper, and I love it because it's got these beautiful bright and bold colors. So I use that here and here. This is just a piece of pumpkin pie that I embossed I don't know if you can see that texture back there where I embossed it. This is also from that same card pack, the Masterfully Made. It's this one and this paper back behind here, and these all three came from that pack. This stamp and die set is the Lazy Days. This is currently in the catalog. This is the Bottled Happiness, which carried over from last year's annual catalog. It's still in the annual catalog this year. And again, same paper pack. And again, I used that same paper pack. This time my background is pumpkin pie. This background was crushed curry, the card base. And I used the Friendship Royalty stamp set, and I used the Hedgehog. Can't remember the name of the stamp set, but he is still in our catalog, and he comes with a punch. And again, there's that same paper. So we're going to do a card with this design, but we're going to use a different stamp set and different paper this time. I'm going to be using one of the online papers. It's called Hello Irresistible. It's a 6x6 pack of designer series paper. Like I said, you can find it on the online store, but the code number for it is 161139. Hello Irresistible 6x6 designer series paper in the online store. It is 161139, and it's got a lot of beautiful colors and designs and papers in it. It's got the pretty peacock and the Lost Lagoon, which is what I'm working, colored patterns I'm working in today, at least for the background papers. The other colors they suggest using with this paper are Daffodil, Flirty Flamingo, Lost Lagoon, Petal Pink, Pretty Peacock, and Soft Sea Foam. So there you go. That's what we're using on this card. Now, first of all, what you will need is a piece of 8.5 by 11 cardstock. We are going to cut this down. You can get 2 cards from this, but it's got a special way to cut and score it. So I'll go over that with you in a moment. And then the other pieces that you'll need for just your basic card, 4 by 5 1/4 of a DSP. You're going to want to use coordinating colors that all look good together because they're going to show all at the same time. You're going to need a piece of DSP that's 2 3/4 by 3 1/2. You're going to need a piece of DSP that's 3 1/2 by 4 1/4. And finally, you will need a white or neutral piece or light colored that's 3 1/2 by 4 1/4. So these two are the same size. One's going to be for the inside of the card, and one will be more like for the outside behind kind of a thing. So in other words, let me pull up this one. So this piece right here will be the designer piece, and the same size is a white or neutral color you would use on the inside. So it is going to matter on how you cut these. Okay, so you want to kind of figure out your colors before you start, and your patterns and where you want everything before you start cutting. And I think I'm also, if I can find it over here, I think I'm also going to use that Irresistible Blooms. Hello Irresistible. Maybe it's probably got the same name for the die cuts. If I can put my hands on it, I'm going to use that same stamp set to stamp my focal point for the front, like this one used to the Lazy Days. Alright, so first off, we're going to need to cut and score our card base. So again, an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper. And try to get this in there as well as I can for you to see it. And I need my little score blade keeps falling out of mine, so I have to be careful that I don't lose it. I'm going to set my paper at 3 inches. And I work from the bottom up. It's just because I can see better this way. But all I need to do is put my little scoring blade in there. I'm going to stand up so I can see it. I've got this in in the camera. I think I barely have you in there. Let me move something. Let's move a couple things here. I can slide it up just a little bit more and make sure it's in there. Because all I want to do is score just the tip of this at the 3-inch mark. Okay? You could also use a pencil or a pen to mark it, but I usually just do this. And then you turn the paper. So it was this way the first time. Now I'm going to just turn it all the way around, go to the other short edge. Also set it at the 3 inches. And I'm just going to do a tiny little score line here at the edge. I did too much really before. Good, that one's better. I did this card in a class I did last Saturday. Had a couple ladies come to the house and we did this design, and then they kind of picked out their papers. They kind of picked out their color in the papers that they wanted to use, and then they all chose something different to put on the front. I pulled out punches because the punches were easy to do and take less time. I got to get my head in here because I'm still having trouble with my eyes. Excuse me just a minute. I got to make sure I get this lined up. But the trouble with my eyes, gotta hoping it came out right. So we're gonna you're gonna attach the 2 3-inch marks. You're gonna put the one in the track here, and you're gonna just turn the paper so that it's in the track down here where the little line was, the score line, and you're gonna put the other score line in the track up here, and then you're gonna cut it. Okay, so you should have 2 pieces if you lined them up right. I did pretty good, even not being able to see. If you line them up right, they should come out to be the same. All right, now we're gonna score it. To score this, you are gonna have to extend your blade out or use a scoring board, because we need to be able to get out to, check my notes here, when I need to get out to 8 inches, which is here. So on my first score line, and you want to take it in from the large side. It does matter where you put your scores, because we're going to go in this direction, big side. So we're going to go in 4 inches from this wider side, okay, or 4 1/4. We're going to slide it up to 4 1/4. Right, that's an 1/8. Go up to 1/4. Whew, oh, my eyes are awful. Scoring blade, not the cutting blade. 4 1/4. And then I'm going to scoot it up to the 8-inch line right here, and scoring again. Okay, and so that's your paper that you're going to use for the base of your card. While I'm standing up, I'm going to just see if I can find that stamp set real quick. What did I say? It's called like Irresistible something. So sometimes I have to take my glasses on, sometimes I have to take them off. Just this is challenging. Irresistible. Hello, no, that's Ladybug. Irresistible Blooms. There they are. Yay, found them. Irresistible Blooms. That's the name of the stamp set. There's some dies that came with it, and then again that paper pack that you can also get in the online store. All of this is available in the online store. So here's the again, the paper pack was $161,139. The stamp set is $161,140. And these are the die cuts. I cut out these different things here. In the flower you can cut out. You can cut out these leaves. The dies are, let's see, the stamp's 161,140. I don't know what the dies are by themselves. I've got a combo of 161149 to buy all of them. I think you can buy, I'm pretty sure you can buy the die separately too, but all of that again is in the online store. If you have any trouble finding it and would like to get it, let me know. I can help you with that. All right, so now we're going to fold, and actually I've already done one. I've already folded this one, but I'll show you here. We're going to fold it like this and then like this. So that's the way your card's going to go. And it's always a good idea to go ahead and use your bone folder to reinforce these folds. Now I got to make some more cards using this, so that's okay. I've made several with this design, but I do need to send out a bunch of birthday cards. And this is a great way to use up designer series paper, so I can just cut up and use some designer series paper because I need to, that's for sure. All right, so now we're going to pull back in our pieces that we're going to need to go to glue in for the background for our card. I'm going to start with the large piece. Now, usually if I had an entire card base, let me see, or like if I just turn this card, no, I can't turn that one over. Let me find a full-size card. Hang on. Full-size card base. I got one over here somewhere. Okay, here's a full-size card base. So if I were going to put designer series paper inside of here, this 4 by 5 1/4, you're going to typically have this little border all the way around the edge of your paper. Just a small border. I'm going to do it closed. You can see the same thing for this 4 by 5 1/4. So it's 4 by 5 1/4, and it's just a tiny bit smaller than your card base. Okay, but in this case, I've cut part of that base has been cut away. So when you lay this down on here, you can get that distance down here at the bottom and on the side, but you don't really know about your top because part of it's missing. Well, we're going to cut this off too. But if I cut it right here, where it is right this minute, then in order to get a border at the top, I'm going to have to pull this down some, and that'll just end up with me having this tiny border at the bottom. Well, I want more than a border of that than that at the bottom. So I'm going to go back here again where I started. So this is kind of about where I want it to be when I'm finished cutting. Okay, so what I'm going to do is take it up about that much further, like so, to here, pull it up about that much further before I cut it, so that I can pull it back down and still have a little bit of a border. Now, a couple of ways you can do this. You could lay this down here and get a pencil or a pen and trace it and lay it on your cutting board and cut it. So I can do that. Do it on the opposite side. Okay, so I'll do that. I'll just lay this on my trimmer here, and there's nothing wrong with doing it this way. You can do it this way. You line it up. You line up that one in the edge. I've got to put these glasses back on. Line that in the edge. Line that in the edge. Make sure you have it lined up. And we will trim it off. And it should line up pretty nicely there on my card. See, right there. That's pretty good. Okay, so I did that one that way. I'll just go ahead and glue this one down. I got to get on Amazon. I got paid today from my regular job, so I'm gonna go order something off of Amazon, get some new lids. Get my needle down in there and get my glue going. The glue's coming out pretty good now. Just needed to get the little needle in there. So we can do it this way. Now that really, there's not a problem doing it this way at all. It just adds an additional step to your process, but really, it's no big deal whatsoever. And a lot of people are more comfortable doing it this way. You know, it's just up to you. I didn't really get it 100% straight, but it's close. I'm okay with it. All right, I'm going to go ahead and do my white piece while I'm here so I don't forget about it. I don't know if you can see this on my little white piece. It's kind of like a little bit raggedy there, and it sticks up a little bit. I could probably just put that side down, but I think I'm going to get my emery board and try to get some of that roughness off of it. A little shag, or the raggedy part anyway. Get the raggedy part off that way. So my blade, I probably need a new blade. And the other thing that you can do just with the stuff that's sticking up, if you run your bone folder over it, it'll help it lay down. Let me put my little, don't want to lose that. And that'll help that lay down. And that already looks a little better. But so it's going to go this direction. And again, I'm looking at it right now, but I need to push it up just a little bit. So I'm going to push it up to about right here. And I'm going to close this way. Nope. Get my brain on. Brain in gear. Turn it over to do it. So I could either draw a line, or I can just take my snips. And like I said, you got to close it and hold it in place so it doesn't move on you, because I have had it move on me. And then it's crooked, you know, or whatever. But it's a little bit off right there. And I'm not great at doing this either way, but you know, you do the best you can do. It is homemade card after all. Although I try really hard to make my cards look as best I can. And most people tell me I do a pretty good job with them. So, and this one actually, I did a little bit better job with this one than the one I drew the line with. But I'm going to go ahead and put my glue on the back of this one too. And put it on. So, if any of you have watched any of my videos at all, you'll know I had cataract surgery recently. The first eye was on May the 30th. The second eye was June the 13th. Both eyes are still blurry, and I meant to stamp something on this before I put it down, but that's okay. We'll just hope for the best. And they're still blurry. Hopefully, you know, they said sometimes people just take longer to heal than others, and so I'm still hoping for a good outcome, that mine heal up pretty soon. And you know, like I said, you can just hope for the best. They did say that the one kind of lens I had put in, they are finding they are taking longer to, did that even, I don't know if my ink mark showed up. I must have not been pushing it down hard enough. They said that this one eye that I had done, my first one, they are finding that that particular lens that they used in that eye, they're finding it's taking longer to heal than the older eyes did. So, for whatever reason, like I said, I still have hope for it. It cost a lot of money, so because the insurance didn't pay for everything that we felt that I needed to benefit so that I could actually see. So now things are like actually worse than when they were before. So I'm hoping that that all gets straightened out. And so there's that one. And I need to do the back piece. I'm going to go ahead and put this one down. And here I got a little bit of a raggy edge. So I'm going to use my a little bit. And then I missed work today, and say I've missed a lot of days because of the eye surgery. I missed 3 days from the first eye because you have the day you have the surgery, and then the next day, and then the next day. And then I went back after that. But on that particular eye surgery, the second day was worse than the first day. Something weird happened. I had like my eye turned so red and inflamed. It was awful. I thought maybe I had an infection. But then it went back down again the third day. But I didn't have that problem with the second surgery, so I only missed a little more than 2 days of work on the second one. Two days, and then that morning, because I had my doctor appointment that morning, and then I went to work. But that's still 5 days I missed for my eyes. And now I've got, I was out sick today. I had I guess a stomach virus or something last night. Kept me up most of the night, and I still did not feel good when I got up this morning. So I finally ate something late this afternoon, and it seemed to be okay. So anyway, now I got to put my last piece right here, and I'm going to push it up just a little bit. Oops. I think, yeah, that's the way it has to go, because that's well, no, I hadn't cut it yet. I could do it this way. Let's see. Maybe I want to do that instead. I might. I think I'm going to do this side. Originally I had thought about doing that other side, but I think I'm going to use this side now. Okay. All right. All right, now there's the last one. Okay. Whoops. So this is going to go right here. Let's get it right now, Kim. Okay. So really, this part of the card is pretty easy once you figure out how to cut everything and how to lay it out. It's really quite easy, especially if you get out a pack of designer series paper and you just use coordinating papers, and then you don't have to think about what papers you're using. That's where I always struggled before I started buying the Stampin' Up products, because I would pick out all these beautiful papers, at the craft store, but then I wouldn't know what to do with them. I wouldn't know what to match them up with, or what, and then I'd spend so much time picking out papers and cardstock that matched to do a scrapbook page or to make a card or whatever, and this has just made life so much easier to use the Stampin' Up materials, and I really feel like it's starting to, it took some time, because it took some time to kind of figure out you know, how I want to work everything, but I feel like it is definitely going to be saving me on overspending. The first year I overspent, but I'm doing a whole lot better this year because, like I said, it just took some time to figure some things out. All right, I want to put some stuff on here. Oh, this flower's so pretty. And I think I want to make it a birthday. Let me see. I've got this template thing that I use to put some of my punches on, and that way I can see if things fit. It looks like that Hooray It's Your Day will fit in that. This right here, so that I can stamp it and punch it and then do a background punch for it there. So that will be awesome. So, and I actually think I have that on a stamp somewhere already. Let me grab that over here. Yep. And let's see if I got a scrap of white somewhere too. So we'll do that. And then I probably need a large block, D block for this because it's a really big flower. And do I want to do the smaller one too? I don't really know what I want to do. Don't really know what I'm wanting to do with this at all. That smaller one might fit on a C block. And I've got a bunch of stamps still on blocks from my class the other day, but I was going to make some more cards, so I didn't take them off. But I think I'll have enough blocks to do this project. Also not real sure what, I have no idea what I'm stamping, y'all. So I didn't make one of these. I mean, you saw the ones I made ahead of time, but I haven't made one with this stamp set. So I apologize for it not going to be going as quickly as we might like for it to go. So colors. I was kind of thinking about the Flirty Flamingo, maybe, with, I don't know. I'm trying to figure, I don't like the bubble bath. I was trying to figure out if the bubble bath looked good with that or not. I wonder how the melon, I'm not sure. I like the Flirty with that better, I think. How does the Berry Burst look with it? Yeah, I still like Flirty. I wonder about the Mauve. No, I don't think I like that. But I could maybe stamp off to get more of the look that I'm looking for. And then I'm probably going to want to use some of these leaves too. These are both on B blocks. The other thing too is, did I want to die cut these out, or do I want to just leave them and just like stamp an image and put it right here? So that's maybe in a circle or something, but I'm kind of thinking I'm probably going to might want to die cut. I just don't know, but I do know that I want to I'll get out one of my blender pens, because I think I might like to blend in some of my color. These scrap piece of papers in there. It seems to be pretty good. I'll tear this off. These were directions when I drove to my family reunion the other week. I printed off a bunch of different directions. because I was taking my mom and dad, and they like to take back roads. My mom doesn't like riding on the interstate, so I wanted to have several different driving options in addition to the ones on my GPS. Oh, excuse me. Huh. All right, let's see. I'm going to just do this over here on my practice paper. Let's see how it looks. This stamp pad I've had for a while. I don't know. I don't think I've used it a whole lot, but I'm always wondering if they need re-inking or something, you know. I'm going to stamp it on this one because it fits on this one. Alright, now I'm going to put my little glasses on again. I'll take my blender pen and I'm going to try to pull in, see if I can pull in some of that color. If it's going to work or not. I might have to get some off of the pad here. I think I might have to get some off of the ink pad to get it to work. Blender pens might be a little dry, so they're not doing. They're supposed to come with some kind of like of a fluid in them or something that helps them with that blending. But I kind of feel like it was dry. It's just not really doing a lot. Plus, not pulling my ink too well. I have to find my dies so I can die cut this. Okay, so the other thing that's going on right now in June in the Stampin' Up world is it's a good time to join. There's certain times of year they have really nice joining specials, and right now there's a good joining special going on. It's probably the second best one I've seen. The last one was about this same time last year. But right now you pay $99 to join. And I think you do have to add tax on that, $99 plus tax, whatever your local sales tax is. And then you'll get $155 worth of product. So you'll go through the catalog and you'll pick out $155 catalog, online things, or even you can even do the things on clearance if you wanted to. But online exclusives, all of those things are included. You get up to $155 worth of product. And then after that, you have and you'll also get a free paper pumpkin, and there'll be no shipping on your package. So they'll send you everything you need to be a demonstrator. But you don't have to be a demonstrator. You can just be a hobbyist who gets a discount. So if you're planning on spending more than $100 worth of product, it's a really good time to join, because you can get $155 worth of product for $99, and you'll also get a free paper pumpkin. It'll be one of the older ones, probably from sometime last year. And there you go. And then if you decide you want to continue to get your discount, then you only have to meet a $300 per quarter minimum. That's you buying $300 worth on your own. That's $100 a month. or you selling it to some other people to get your $300 a quarter. And they actually give you like an extra portion of a quarter to get it, so for your first quarter. Anyway, I mean, if you lose it, no big deal. You've just lost your discount. I think you have to wait 30 days and you can do it again. So just a thought there if anybody's interested. Okay, I think I've kind of figured out what I want to do. I do want to get my my die for that set. Bear with me a moment. Just gotta find these dies. Pretty sure. I know I have them. Just gotta figure out what I did with them. Probably in this stack right here. Oh, yes they are. Here they are. I get my die cut mini machine here. My mini die cut box. They did have a, I don't know if it's still available. I haven't checked. They had the little blue one of these. It was a boho blue color. Available for a while that you could purchase. They were doing it as a joiner special during celebration, but and then I think they thought they were going to sell them all and they had leftovers, so they just put them in the regular online purchases section. So if anybody, that could be towards your items that you purchase, or you can wait and get that on the next time to go towards your 300, but you'll get it 20% off. So also if you join right now, you would still get those discounts on the paper, so you would still get your 15% off on your paper. So it's really, you know, more for your money kind of a thing in that aspect as well. All right, Kim, let's see how this does. Run this through. Let's see how that did. It's a little damp because I used that ink on there. I think I want to do that paper dough. Had some scrap in my papers here. I think I'm going to use my papers to make my leaves. Some of these leaves are actually the same as the die cuts. Let's see. I just don't remember which ones. Did I bring them over here? Yeah, I did. Oh, I like these. I like this kind. But I want to see if I think that's too big for that one, but it might fit. Well, there are some leaves that they actually fit on top of. I did the flower. I was looking for the two. Yeah. These are not, this is not the right one. There is a sheet somewhere that you can cut out the leaves from the paper, because they're the same, they're on the paper. Let me see if I can find one. Maybe, no, it's not that one. I don't think it's that one. Maybe it's this big one. Let me try something here though. See, I'm thinking I can cut stuff out of that too. Oh, I bet it's these leaves right here. Look at that. Yes. So out of the paper, you can actually get some of these leaves from the paper like that. But I think I'm gonna do these other leaves. I don't know, I might do one of those. Is this one. I'm gonna use this one right here for some of these little leaves that have the, trying to get out here. I'm hoping y'all can see me. I'm not hiding too much stuff here. Put these down. Put that one and that one. Ah, come back here. And then this one. Now these are, then I have this Post-it tape that I got on Amazon. And it goes right, I'm gonna just do that to kind of hold them in place a little bit. And I'll run this through. And if you layer your plates a little bit, they go through a little bit better. Because they have to catch. And the other thing is getting your machine to sit still so you can run it through. I think I got it. And with these little delicate ones, I've just gotten in the habit where I put them through more than once because I want to make sure with these tiny pieces that they actually cut out. Yeah. So somebody gave me an idea the other day that I need to try too. It's very interesting. About doing something to do with using wax paper. Because some of these things that have tons of little dots that you have to poke out, they fly everywhere. And I have noticed that they fly everywhere. But if you put a dryer sheet in there or wax paper, then they don't fly everywhere. So it's kind of interesting. I don't know if I'm going to want more leaves or not. But I do want to try to cut out one of these flowers. I think what I'm going to do, because it's got to fit through my little machine here. I'll do this little one here. I'll just trim it around a little bit. And then I'm going to get this big one also, right here. Now I can go back and trim that portion of one, so I don't want to throw that away because I can use that. So we would do, again, I need to pull this up there where we can all see it. And put that up there. These other ones, I'm going to have to get it out because they're still stuck in there. Alright, so here we go. I'll put this on there. Put that. Alright, let's figure out how this has to go. Got to match it up. I think it's gonna go have to look at the different, like the small and the big and where the little bumps are, and I think it goes based on what I'm looking at down here at this end. I think it goes. I'm sorry if my head's in the way. Sorry, y'all. Here we go. I think that's got it right there. So I'm going to put a piece of tape. I'm going to get another piece of tapes because I don't want it to move. Alright, and then that big die, did I get it out? For the big flower? I did not. I didn't get the die. I did get the stamp out, but I didn't get the die because there's a big flower here too. And I think it goes kind of like this. So it goes about right there. Again, let me get some more tape. And this Post-it tape, because it will it'll peel off and not tear up your design. I mean, you still have to be a little bit careful. I'm not saying it totally won't tear up your design. I guess it could, but if you're careful, I haven't had any issues with it. The only time I've had an issue is actually a couple times on cardstock. It's like, because some of the cardstock, it's like layered, they're put together in layers, and sometimes it might pull off a layer of my cardstock. So that's been kind of interesting. I'm gonna run it just one more time through to be sure I'm cutting through. I feel like I am though, because it's designer paper. It's not like it's cardstock. On the white one I did earlier, it was cardstock. So I probably did not need to do that just now, but I did it anyway. So there you go. All right, let's see what we got here. Okay. See how they look. There's that one. I think I'm gonna have to cut out some more of these little boogers. I can use these up. Those are cool, because I don't have to, I can just cut them up and use them. And I've got about a whole lot of birthday cards, well, not birthday, just hello type cards I need to do. A lot I need to do, so cutting those out. I don't usually watch television, but I could actually watch TV and cut those out while I'm watching TV, I think. And they would be pretty, you know, do some easy cards and put them on the, for the, what am I looking, the word I'm looking for? The, can't think. The focal point of my card. See, and then you can do things like a circle here, like I'm gonna do right here. I don't know if I'm going to use this big one or not. I'm thinking about using the two here because the colors are just a little bit different. And then maybe even stamping something on there too. Okay, gotta get these little guys out. So frustrated with my eyes right now, so sorry about that, y'all. If you're a praying person, I appreciate the prayers. And if you do good vibes or something like that too, I'll take those too. Because I love making cards and sending cards to people and inspiring people to come up with their own card ideas and making people happy when I send them a card or give them a card. And it's difficult to do that right now, and it's frustrating. So I need to get this fixed. Need to get this fixed for sure. All right, let's get rid of all these little pieces so they don't get in my way. All right. I think I want to take, I probably should not have left this sitting out like that. But I think I'm going to go around the edge of my circle with my ink pad. Just put some on the edges of my circle by running it through my ink pad like this. I mean, if it's comes off of the edge a little bit, it's fine. You know, it doesn't have to be perfect. I just like to add a little color there for some contrast. The other thing I think I want to do, Let's take Lost Lagoon. A piece of paper to put underneath here, and I'm gonna put some leaves. Put some Lost Lagoon leaves. I kind of want to do them here too. Pull that on down a little bit, maybe. Might look a little better like that. That might be better. Kind of feel like I wish I had a smaller flower, kind of. Oh, I have an idea. I know what I can do. This punch up here. This bow punch. I can cut some little tiny pieces with this here, kind of on the edges a little bit. Try to not interfere too much with my flowers that I can die cut. This way I can get some more flowers in here. Oh, like be able to stick one there. And stick one there, and I might could even use the green bow punch too, maybe, to get some. Get some green in there. Okay, another green leaf of sort in here. Okay, so let's pull this over. Yeah, a third flower would have been a good idea, but oh, I could do a ribbon or something on here too. Oh, yeah, there's some new ribbon. Oh, Flirty Flamingo ribbon would be good, but I don't think I have a Flirty Flamingo. Hold on. I found it. So this is a, I got a new ribbon. Trying to find what color it's saying it is. Does it tell me? There it is, Lost Lagoon. Looky there. That's pretty. I can use that. Alright. Okay. Sorry guys. Let's do some ribbon. Where do I want to put the ribbon? Maybe here. Getting the ribbon here. This is what I'm going to do, sure enough. Okay, what I need is a couple glue dots to glue my ribbon down. Do I have this on the right side? I can't tell. Frustrating. Okay. I don't feel like I've got it on the right side or something. Okay, there's a piece of sticky there. Okay. Do that right there, and I need to put another one like about right here. And I need to go on this side. Oops, where'd you go? Okay, come put one here. Put another one right there. One right at the top. Top, bottom. Okay. Oops, I dropped it. I think that's it right there. Yep. Okay. Yeah, I apologize if I got my head in the way there, y'all. Trying not to. Okay, and then I've got one right here at the top on this side that I already put in. And I want to put just a couple more. Put one here for this piece. And we'll put one kind of on top of right here. And we'll lay this down. And we'll cut this off. And we're going to put a bow on top of it right there. I'll do that in a few minutes though. Okay, so I need to figure this out again. All right, so this will be here. I could put this sticking out here actually. Get that third flower in there. Maybe. I don't know, we'll see. I don't really want it sticking up in the back like that. Well, no, I don't want it going off. I don't really want it going off. Go there. Okay. Put one here. And here. And do this here. Oh. I might get another one of those actually. Put one there. Put one of these here. Put one of these here. Okay, I think I'm liking it. So now I've got to figure out, I'm gonna get this stuff down. First of all, I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna get my mat here, and I'm gonna take this right here, I'm gonna kind of push in on it, get a little bit of texture going on it. I think I can see what I'm doing here. I'm just kind of going around. I'm trying to loosen up the fibers a little bit on this flower, and try to give it a little bit of dimension. Other way you can do this is, if I can find my bone folder, here it is. You can do the bone folder also to help soften it, soften the fibers a little bit of the paper. To give it a little bit of dimension, and again, I can just do this in the middle, and I'll end up putting a gem or something right there in the middle. But I think I want to do this and put a dimensional on it. Woo! I got stuck on my finger. Alright, so we can put that like right here. Put a little bit of glue behind this guy. I'm just checking my time there. I won't go too much longer for one video. Come on out, glue. It's gonna come out in a big old squirt in a minute and make me mad. Let me find a piece of scrap. I don't want to do it on that. Scrap. I'll just use this. Dropped something. Maybe I need to stick my needle in there again. Oh, my needle's supposed to be over here. There it is. Stick my needle in there again. That should help. Alright, try again, Kim. Let's get some glue on this. I need to get that tip back on there though, because the tip keeps it from coming out in big blobs a little bit anyway. So I'm going to stick this in here, like so. I should get my little mat out because I don't find my mat. My little silicone mat, because I don't want this sticking to my card yet. I just lost everything. So, okay. It is time to finish, y'all. I'm tired. Okay. Got that down, got that down. Let's put this one down. And if I was doing over or under, I could do it like this. Alright, let's pull these all out because I gotta put them back under there again. Okay. Alright, and this is gonna go back here. I think I want another one of these green pieces of the bow punch. I'll find the right paper that I punched that out of. Oh, there it is. I don't know where the little one got to that I did earlier. The little green one. So I had a little green one too. Oh, excuse me. Gracious. I just realized I let my voice lower again. I haven't been talking where y'all could hear me. Sorry about that. Okay. So I have another little green one. There's the other little green one, which I may need that one. So I want to have it here. All right. And it's going to be under there, kind of like that. I think I'm going to put that maybe right there. Okay, I just need a little bit of glue there. Put that one right in there. And a little pink one. Here. And another green one. Do I put it here, maybe? Or over here? Maybe over here. I'll stick a green one over here. Do this one this way. Because I'm going to put it under like that. Okay, and then we'll do some green here. I'll stick that one. I'll stick that one right there. And that one up there, I believe. Stick that one out right there. And that was probably too much glue. Okay, so I'm going to stick it kind of under there, sticking out here. Come that way a little bit. There we go. I'm going to stick another little pink one right here. Go. I'll wait until I get it on there. I'll see if I need that last little green one or not. Okay, now I'll put it on my card. And I may or may not use that green one. All right, so I'm going to put it here. That's going to go on dimensionals. I got to make sure nothing's hanging off. Do I want to pull this over a little bit? Yeah, I think I do. I'll put that more like about right here maybe, or I like it better on this side. I can put a gem right there too. And go like this about right there. Okay, so I'm going to glue this right here. Just going to put that there. And I think I'm going to go ahead and put some Wink of Stella on this. I know the edges up here are going to show, so I'll put some up here. Can't remember how far down that's going to show, but that Wink came out good that time. And then I'm going to put dimensionals on the back of this. Let's see. Whoops, got the wrong one. You can use this little pickup tool to pull the backings off. Sometimes they work better than other times, but I've kind of just now gotten to where I could do this recently, though it takes practice. So if you start now, by the time you start having problems with your hands, maybe you can do it. My hands aren't bothering me terribly. Sometimes they hurt, but the arthritis and stuff hasn't gotten bad in my hands yet, knock on wood. So I'm pretty much okay with my hands, but I'm trying to learn how to use the tools so that one day they'll be effective for me. So I'm just going to make sure, because I want to be sure everything fits in my envelope. Okay, so those look pretty. All right, and then I need to make my bow for the for right here. Make me a bow. It does tie bow pretty easily. This ribbon. Let's see if I can. So the number for this ribbon that's a Lost Lagoon ribbon is 161171. It is in the new catalog. Yeah, that's about like I want it right there. Okay. Did that the wrong way. I think I did. My brain. My brain, I think, is ready to go to bed, y'all. I really do think it's must be wanting to go to bed, even though I slept most of the day. Okay, so we're going to stick this little bow right here. I'll probably turn it, angle it just a little bit, and that way it'll fit. And I'm probably going to put a couple of my little glue dots to stick it on, because just want to make sure it stays on top of that spot where I pieced the ribbon together. Now, a lot of times you can do this and hide your ribbon, but because of the way this card is designed, it wasn't going to hide unless I had put it under the designer, the ends under the designer paper. And since I'd already glued my designer paper down, that wasn't going to work, but it's okay. And you can always tuck that in a little bit when you stick it in the envelope. But see, you'll see, because we're going to see the ribbon when we open the card this way. So I wanted to be sure. Now, oh, I know what I can do. So I've got, I have a piece of that, this stuff in scrap anywhere. I probably don't. I do not have a scrap of that. Let's see. This is one of my scrap boxes. I've got to do some scrap cleaning because my scraps have gotten out of hand and I hadn't been. Is that the right color? Is that it? Yeah, I believe it is. Okay. Need to go through and sort through my scraps because I've got, just like this, I might have pulled out a whole other piece of paper if I just didn't happen to find that, and I don't want to be doing that. But now where's my punch that I want to use? Now I had it out the other day, but I thought I put it back. Oh, there it is. There it is. I was pretty sure I had put it back. Alright, so we'll go ahead and get this one right here. There we go. I'm gonna need it for my white here too. So I'm gonna do I got a mess going today, don't I, y'all? I'm usually a little bit more organized than this. Today is not good. Oh, I see. I was looking for my Hooray, It's Your Day. It's amazing about things when you're my eyes aren't working, and it's just crazy. All right, I'm going to use Pretty Peacock for my sentiment. Hooray, it's your day. I'll make this one a birthday card. I still need lots of those to send. And I can cut that out of the bottom here. Except I need to take off some of the bottom here. It was going to stick up too high. I need to get it in there a little better. Oops, still didn't get it. To take it over some more. There we go. Whoops, come on. Hooray, it's your day. This just barely fits in here, so I have to make sure I have it. If my paper wasn't, couldn't stick down in there far enough, it wasn't gonna do. That looks pretty good right there. All right. Go ahead and put that up. And we'll go ahead and glue this on here. It's got something in there that doesn't belong in there. I don't know what that was. piece of fuzz or something. Okay, sorry y'all, I got talking quiet again. I need to be careful so y'all can continue to hear me. Sorry. Sorry. Oops, slid that too far. Okay. When you use liquid glue, you can move around a little bit after you finish, but you gotta be careful not do what I just did. Slide it too far. And then you're done. I'm gonna get this on here as best I can. I'm trying to get the, I want a little bit of the lighter edge to show. So I'm gonna put that on a dimensional, I think. I just don't want it to interfere with this. That'll be okay. Let's put it as close as I can. Let me put my glasses on again. Alright, just get this. Just so it's barely right there. Okay, oops, nope. Go up a little bit. So it's not quite straight. Okay, I think that's got it. When you're working on an angled edge, it's hard to get things straight. All right, and I definitely need to put some gems inside these flowers because they look kind of like they need something in the middle, don't they? And I don't think, I was thinking about putting this up here or a pink one, but I think I could probably just get by with some gems up there too. All right, let me get rid of the trash. I need to put my, before I lose these guys, I need to put these up because they're gonna get lost. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know where I had everything. I think I had some, and I gotta find the flowers. I don't know what to do with the flowers. The flowers. I think I put the board, yeah, I put the board here and I had the flowers with the board. I'm gonna go ahead and put those back so I don't lose them. And, oops, I got that one turned the wrong way. So here's what we do. We're gonna count. So, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And I'm supposed to have 13. So I always like to make sure I have what I'm supposed to have when I put them away. And now I do have some over there that need to be put away. They're in my little, got one of those little trinket bowls from Harbor Freight that are metallic, and they're made to use like in a tool shop for screws and stuff like that. But they come in handy for your dies too. And so sometimes when I have little ones and I'm over there on the other side of my room die cutting, I'll just put those in that little jar until I get to put them away. Because a lot of times I'm working on stuff and I'll go back and still be working on it, and so I don't put them back away right away, which is probably not a good idea, but it's what I do. All right, so let's see. We've just got to do something to the inside of this card, pretty much, and we'll be done. And some gems. Some gems we've got to put on here. Put that away so I don't lose that. Just putting some stuff away so I can find them after a while, y'all. I am real bad about putting things away and then not being able to find them later. And it's because I've got my craft room organized, but I don't. is still like a work in progress. And then I'll think I know where I put things because I'm supposedly organized, and then I put them somewhere else. I'd have been better off just leaving them where I used to put them all the time, which was, you know, not in necessarily a good place, but I'd been putting it there for so long, I knew where it was. I know, it's kind of mixed up and crazy like that, but it is. All right, so here we go. Let's get my my iridescent gems, I think, are the ones I want to use here. I might mix them up with some other stuff too, though. We'll see. Pearls. No, not those. Ooh, I was going to use that on that turtle card I did. I got to pull that out while it's on my mind. All right, iridescents, where are you? There they are. I was trying to see, there were some other things. I was trying to look for some of these other things while I was at it. Not that one. Maybe that one. Some of these other colors. All right, I know I want to use these in the flower. Oh, and I'm also going to get some more Wink of Stella out for the rest, for these other two flowers too. Because I put it the one in the back. I'm going to put some Wink of Stella on these other ones also. Wink of Stella is always a good thing to use. It just adds some joy. Add some joy to your cards by putting Wink of Stella. Okay, there we go. I'll figure out what I'm going to stamp on the inside too. All right, and I think I'm going to use these big ones inside the flowers because they're pretty significant size flowers here, even though that was the smaller of the two. Okay, it looks like two little eyeballs sticking out there. So we're going to have to do another one over here that's smaller. I'll put one here. And I was debating on using some of these other colors, but I think I'm going to just stick with the iridescents. I'm going to put one up here with the Hooray It's Your Day. One there. I'm going to put one of these mediums by my little bow right here. And then I think I put one more maybe right here in this corner. Put a little one in this corner right here. So now I've got 5, 6. Well, I was going for an odd number, but I can do 3 and 3, but there's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I think that's okay. I'm gonna go 3 and 3. So there is that one on the outside. I just need to do my inside. And I may not do a whole lot because that ribbon is coming through the inside here too. So let's just do I'm going to take this guy. I'm going to need a couple pieces for masking here since I glued that in there before I stamped it. And I need happy birthday too. Okay, I'll do this. Ooh, put that on there. Put that in there. And I'm going to put my Flirty Flamingo, which I put somewhere. Maybe here it is. Let's put that up. Flirty Flamingo, which is right here. And I'm going to put it right here. There we go. So by putting my paper there, I was able to let it run off the page a little bit without it getting onto my cardstock or messing up something else. So that was the purpose of that. Happy birthday. Let's see if I can find the one I want to use for that. I like this one so much right here from this Bold Bouquet. I haven't used these other things. I need to use these other things in here. Oh, I must have that happy birthday on something already. I do. There it is right there. I'm going to do it also in, I think I'm going to do it in the peacock. Or, let's see. About Lost Lagoon maybe. Let's see how Lost Lagoon looks. Get my scrap paper here. And my sponge thing. Since this is a photopolymer stamp, they tend to like the, oh, that looks good. I think I'll do that. To use the pad underneath when you're using these clear stamps, because they don't have foam on them like the rubber stamps. And the rubber stamps, I don't know if you can see that, it has some extra definition to it. It's got its own little built-in foam. All right, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed, fingers crossed. Ooh. Have I sent one like this? I don't know if I've sent one like this to Kelly yet or not. Her birthday is coming up. This would be pretty to send to her, actually. But no, I need to send her a queen one for her birthday. This turned out really pretty, y'all. I'm happy with this, how this turned out. Sorry it took so long. But like I said, we did this card in my class the other day. I think, oh, I've got some ink on it there that's not supposed to be there. Somebody did a, one of the old retired ice cream cones. They put that on their card because they had somebody coming up with a birthday. And then, trying to remember, the other person put the hearts from that country bouquet thing that had the hearts in it. And then I think I showed y'all I've used bottles, and I've used the rocking chair, and I've used the queen, birthday queen set with the little hedgehog. And a couple of upcoming things that I'll be doing with you. Let me pull up my little cards again so you can see my phone number and all that good stuff. A couple of the ones that are coming up. This is one I did today. I could do another one similar to that. Now that I've done one, it'll be easier to do another one. I think I already told y'all about the paper being 15% off until Friday. The joining special is good until Friday. There's going to be some more online exclusives that will become available on the 6th of July. So be ready to look that morning and see what comes out. I did the, last time I was on, I believe it was last time, maybe it was a Facebook I did. I worked on the new paper pumpkin kit, and this was my first alternative with the paper pumpkin kit. It was this June kit called the Welcome In set. It looks like this, but I did an alternative with it there. I'll be doing another one of those hopefully tomorrow, or one or two. Also, I want to show you guys how I made another one I did for my class the other day. I know y'all seen me do the turtles, but I brought in one of the new stamp sets with the turtles this time. Something about the deep. And was able to use new colors this time. Let's see if I can find. That's called Beauty of the Deep. And I didn't use any of the die cuts. It comes with die cuts too. But I was going to show y'all this card. I may do another one and use some of the die cuts possibly. But really cute card. So we'll be showing this one coming up. We'll be doing some more of these from the June Welcome In Paper Pumpkin. And there was one more thing. Oh, 4th of July. I got some patriotic cards that I need to show you guys how to make. So I will be doing those before the week is out. Here's 2 that I did. Celebrate. I will be doing this one and this one. This one was really easy. There's a couple different variations we can use with this one as well. So I'll be showing those later on this week. And plus maybe one more patriotic one. So there we go. That's kind of what's been going on recently. And again, I hope to get with you guys, get with you this week with more of these and this one and these. And maybe even some other things. Who knows? I got some days coming off for my regular job, so hopefully I'll feel good and my eyes will be getting better. Hopefully that I can see to do more also. But ooh, let's see. It kind of went out of camera a little bit with these. There we go. There we go. But anyway, I hope you all have a good rest of your week. Thanks for hanging with me tonight. If you haven't already, please be sure and subscribe to my channel. Invite your friends to subscribe to my channel, please. Like, comment, share. If you don't have time to watch everything now, you know, just scroll through it and look at the cards at the end. Look at the beginning, look at the end, and then you can go back later when you have time and look at how I made something if you want to get more details. But thank you so much, guys. Y'all have a great rest of your week. God bless, and have a happy night. Bye-bye.